Happy Empowered Wednesday, friends, and welcome to Mindful Entrepreneur Talks. And why I decided to do this. So hang on. Okay, I was just getting some notification. Hello, I see you guys coming in. Why did I decide to start this series is we know as professionals and business owners, entrepreneurs, life can get very, very busy and out of balance very, very easily. So the goal of this series is to share with you some ideas, some tips and tricks, whether to bring more balance into your business or into your life so that you can thrive in balance and harmony and make things just a little bit easier in life. So I have a guest today. Her name is Terri Lynn Heath. I think I pronounced that right. And she's a friend of ours, and she will be coming in and talking to us about how she brings more mindfulness and harmony into her business and her life. So I'm just getting her in. So give me a second. In very, very shortly. And I hope everyone is having a great Wednesday so far. Here in Ontario, Canada, we have about 25 degrees. Hello, Terri Lynn. Nice to see you.
Great to see you as well. So happy to be here with you.
Thank you so much. And I'm so grateful you're here. And I was just looking out the window. It's so pretty and sunny. It's not raining anymore, and my garden is in full bloom, and I'm just so super grateful. And I think for me, how I like to bring balance, especially May, it's kind of one of my favorite months, is really go digging with my hands and fingers into the soil, and it's just connecting with Mother Earth and being in the soil. It's very, very calming. So Terri Lynn, thank you so much for coming and joining. And this series, it's all about empowerment and helping bring balance and harmony. And I want to ask you now to introduce yourself, and then we'll go from there.
Sure. Thank you. It's so lovely to be here. I agree with you. May is such a great month. Spring is my favorite season. I live on 40 acres in the Southern California redwood forest. So
so lucky.
I can definitely empathize with how you feel for sure. I connect with that. I love going out in the morning and smelling my flowers all around me and putting my feet on the earth. But I am a strength, mobility, and lifestyle coach for women, primarily in menopause, but I work with a lot of people as well who are not in menopause or perimenopause. But I'm passionate about mobility. I'm passionate about extending my health span and helping other people to do that as well. So I work virtually and in person with people to help them acquire practices and build their toolkits for self-care and to navigate their healthy lives in a busy world.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And you're also a personal trainer.
Yes.
You added that into your credentials.
Yes, I am. I'm a personal trainer, a group fitness instructor, a mobility specialist, a menopause coach. So I'm adding things in.
Beautiful. So you are actually a perfect person to share some tips and tricks and ideas to bring more of that mindful balance into our life and busy business, right? Like running a business or working for someone else as a professional can be extremely busy, and it's really about those boundaries and having some strategies and tools in the toolkit, and knowing when to reach out for which tool to bring more empowerment and balance. So tell us, what is maybe, let's start with the personal angle. What is one thing that you tend to lean on to help you bring more of that balance?
Great question. I have a non-negotiable in my daily routine of
Mhm,
lighting a candle first thing I wake up and right before I go to bed.
mhm,
And I prefer to sit for 5 minutes, but if I can only sit for 1 or 30 seconds,
mhm,
lighting that candle and grounding myself in what I'm grateful for
mhm.
and who I've become and all that's available to me in the world helps me to feel connected and feel connected not only to my own life, but to the people that I serve and to my family.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful, yeah, that's beautiful habit.
Mhm.
And so share some ideas this morning, if you're okay with
Yeah.
it. What did you say you're grateful for this morning?
For this morning, I said that I was grateful for my opportunities and my connections with the people that have come into my life, colleagues, coaches, and mentors like yourself.
Thank you.
Yes.
We didn't plan this, I promise.
Not at all. But the opportunities around me are
Yeah,
abundant. So I ground myself in that. I grounded myself in that this morning.
beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. And lighting a candle, there's something very special. I actually do it as part of, I started the Amplify Your Authentic Brand program a few weeks ago, and we light a candle just so to fully be present in all the learning and integration, and it signifies the commitment to personal growth. And I'm also in this mastermind on Wednesdays, and we do the same thing. And I think that's where we just started
Yeah.
lighting candle. I'm like, where did I get this? I'm like, yes, I learned this from the mastermind I'm part of. And it's like this beautiful intention that you set, whether it's, opening prayer or internally
Mm-hmm.
intending and committing to something, right? But it's setting that intention. It's almost like without a contract, but you're making a commitment. The candle makes it symbolizes something. So yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing, because I think it adds a like almost a ritual,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Definitely.
And
Yeah.
rituals can be so powerful. That's beautiful. I don't know if I shared with you last time we talked, but I was reading. So this is something I'm now implementing as part of my morning routine. Um, I I was reading, and this is a while ago. It's maybe, I don't know, a year or 6 months. But to fully show up, I'm always invested in everything I do. It's like 100%. I'm not gonna do it if I'm not all in 100%. So I started reading about the benefits of cold showers and cold plunges. I'm not there yet with cold plunges. Slowly, slowly. I
Yeah.
dipped my toes on January 1st into a very cold lake. So it was a big breakthrough for me. By the cold showers, not only they help renew energy, but they can balance the stress hormone, and they can help us feel motivated, increase metabolism, increases immune function. And I said, oh my gosh, there is like nothing wrong with it. I just need to suck it up. So I started going, and they only last about a minute or two, but yeah, that's something I'm implementing, and that's one of my non-negotiables, and because of all the beautiful benefits and energy. So thank you for sharing yours, and hoping maybe also mine will inspire some very brave souls out there to start doing maybe just a minute of a cold shower to start a day.
I love that. Yeah. I love a cold plunge too. So I'm one of those who will jump in the lake.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, lots of benefits, and that it's great for your immune system and your nervous system.
Okay. And if you were to share, because I know you're a movement expert, and for some of us who spend a lot of time sitting, right? Whether on Zoom or in meetings with our clients, or even working on a presentation or in workshops. What would you suggest as a beneficial movement one can do to kind of reset through the day?
Great question. I would recommend setting a timer for yourself throughout the day, and if you can manage it, get up every 45 minutes.
Okay.
And move around. And it doesn't necessarily matter what you do, but rather than going to the kitchen to grab a snack, well, which is good too, you should definitely be fueling your body throughout the day. But you can mindfully roll your shoulders back. You can march in place, getting that blood flowing either in your hips, getting the blood flowing in your joints is really simple and has a pretty efficient impact. So it's time efficient. You don't have to break a sweat. You can mindfully shoulder, mindfully move your hip, and that actually is really received by the brain in a really positive way and prioritized by the brain, which is fascinating to me and why I do what I do. The information coming from our joints is prioritized by the brain, really proving and supporting the fact that we do need mobility throughout our lives. So as we're sitting down, our brain will spend energy on helping us sit. As we move, our brain will help spend energy on moving and maintaining the health of our joints and our muscles.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. So setting a timer, rolling our shoulders, and every 45 minutes trying to get up and maybe stretch or march in the same spot, right? So it doesn't have to be anything big.
Nope, nothing big. You can point and flex your feet, flex your wrists, give them a break. You can actually touch your fingers, touch your hands, give yourself massage, forearms. Easy.
Easy. Yeah, it's and for me, I do tend to forget. So I think even something easy as every 45 minutes roll, and I tend to tense up in my shoulders. I usually lift them up, right? And then it's all tense up here. But even to your point, just as easy as just rolling shoulders every 45 minutes, right? Just to get everything moving.
Exactly.
I love it. And have you ever heard about, because I do spend quite a bit of time, as now we have clients all over the world, and we do tend to spend quite a bit of time on Zoom. You know, there is the thing called Zoom fatigue. And I was reading, it's called the 20-20-20 method. So every 20 minutes, you're supposed to look away around 20 feet. So I have a nice, pretty tree. So I look outside the window at the tree for about 20 seconds. So every 20 minutes, look for something that is 20 feet away and do it for about 20 seconds. And that helps really relax your eyes and will elevate any eye fatigue, because then, right, it's a lot of pressure on our eyesight. So I think, I don't know if you ever heard about this technique, but for everyone who is spending a lot of time on Zoom or a computer, just apply that and Google, 20-20-20 method. And just do that. So what Terri Lynn was saying about stretching every 45 minutes, maybe there is a 20-minute component if you're spending a lot of time on the computer. So now, Terri Lynn, okay, so from mindfulness, we talked about gratitude and lighting, like the whole rituals around lighting a candle. We talked about the cold shower. What have you found in your business that it's helping you bring more balance to what you're doing? Because I know you're one busy lady.
Yes, definitely. Well, I also meditate and kind of more of a manifestation
Okay.
practice, to
Okay.
business or to focus on my business. As entrepreneurs, we can be really busy.
Yeah.
It can a way we can, some days are great, some days feel really challenging. And so I started manifesting, thinking about my biggest goal that I've set for myself, and I imagine myself there. I feel, I know what I'm wearing, I know who I'm with, I've achieved, I'm in the moment where I've achieved my biggest goal. Maybe it's my 10-year goal.
Okay.
I feel what I feel all the things, and that's very emotional for me sometimes, and it brings, so connecting again with the body and all of the the beauty, or we focus a lot on our mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to get us through the day, all the tasks we have to do and all the lists we make, the projects we need to complete, but also being in my body and feeling the feelings once I have achieved that goal is really powerful, because it helps me to really do the next easy thing when things get a little bit crazy and I'm not sure quite where to focus my energy. That manifestation helps me to, generally comes to me pretty easily as what I need to do next, what I need to focus on to move the needle the most and the easiest in the moment.
Okay. And is this something, because I'm actually crazy manifester, and I do my visualizations, yeah, daily,
Yeah.
and well, not every month. We had it once, and I'm gonna bring it back. But through Mind Valley, I learned this amazing 6-phase technique, and it's all around visualization and the power of visualization, but also through meditation. So there is all different 6 phases. And it's not only helping manage stress, but also envision that success and get clarity and focus.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what you're sharing around what is the next step, because we know the answers,
Mm-hmm.
right? We always try to seek the answers outside of us, but if we just spend even 5 minutes, I like to, maybe 10 is like the perfect time, I know for me. But even if someone starts with 5 minutes and get very quiet, find a spot, and you can visualize and ask yourself, like, what is that right next step for me, right? So it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just asking and being quiet and allowing the space to hear that answer, because we usually know and we tend to run away, right, from the answers.
Mm-hmm.
And something I offer, and I don't know if you tried it yet, but in my bio, if anyone is interested, I actually created something that helps me. It's called 5-minute power morning routine,
Mm-hmm.
where there's actually one of the things to do is to visualize the goal for that day, so you can really feel it, but also a couple questions. What could be some challenges? And there's a few other things. So if anyone wants it's a free download. It takes 5 minutes, so it's in my bio. So please go ahead and do that. And for you, Terri Lynn, how is this already almost 20 minutes? And I have a program, like, what? Where's the time go when you're having this conversation? Um, Please tell everyone because as we were saying, for some of you are just joining us. So Terri Lynn, she is an expert in movement and also menopause. She works with a lot of women in their middle age, in full maturity women, wise women, to help them with movement. And she's also a personal trainer and menopause specialist. So how do people get in touch with you? And maybe if you have any events coming up, please share.
Sure, thank you. The Movement Path is my business, so my website is themovementpath.com, and I do have a free checklist and a masterclass on how to prepare for your perimenopause appointment. So you can be in your 30s not really understanding or knowing whether you may be in perimenopause or not, so you can check out that checklist and the masterclass on my website. And I do have a wonderful new program that I'm asking for volunteers, and it's for entrepreneurs who are busy and want to learn how to integrate efficient movement into their lives. Maybe it's strength training or mobility. And it also involves hormonal testing, which is super powerful and great information for us to help guide our supplements and diet and things like that. So I'm asking for volunteers, and that's all on my website.
Okay, so the best way to get in touch with you is through the website and sign up for that?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, my calendar is linked to that event or that ask, or it's called the 7-week startup.
7-week startup, beautiful. Amazing. Thank you so much. And look at you with all these gifts and goodies to share. Beautiful. So thank you so much for being here today and sharing your wisdom and your beautiful practices. I'm wishing you an amazing Empowered Wednesday, and just go and crush it, because I know you can. And bring more balance into your life. Thank you for being with us today.
For asking me. It's great to talk to you and connect with you.
You as well. And thank you very much, everyone who's watching. And I'll see you next week at 11:30 with our new guest. Till then, bye-bye.
Great day. Thank
you. You too. Bye-bye.